The answer is actually today. There's this idea that, look, if you're sitting on the sidelines waiting for the perfect moment, you're never gonna see it. Pick an amount and just sort of gradually get that moving.
Well, there's 2 points there. The first is that the idea of market averaging. So basically, you drip stuff in over time, and wherever the market is, then it's going to actually average it out. The second is, of course, markets long term go up and to the right. Why? Because, of course, the amount of debt in the world goes up, as we described, the liquidity goes up, as we described. So
Inflation.
markets tend over inflation. So markets tend over time to go up to the right. So time in market, in other words, time invested is really, really critical too.
Yeah. I mean, if you did a quantitative study and said, when is the right, let's say I've got a big bucket of money, when's the right time to put it in? The answer is actually today or tomorrow, whenever you can trade. Is the statistical answer, because they go up over time. Now, obviously, that's not true of every time point. There's, if it was you bought just before the 87 crash, or just before the tech boom all fell apart and all that type of stuff like that. Like, there's definitely times where risk are elevated, but it is what I've spoken about, the strategy there is partly is a risk mitigation and a regret minimization sort of tool. That's saying, yes, you know what, if I happen to start the day before the whole thing comes falling apart, I'll put down 10%. Okay, I might be losing 3 of it, but that's not going to kill me in the long term. If you have a 30% fall in the markets and I've put in 10%, I've just lost 3. But now I've got an opportunity. The markets are down. Now I've got an opportunity to keep putting more money in. And you can always accelerate it, and you can always pause if you don't feel like doing it. I think for me, it's getting the default position being away. The default position should be do something with it, not the default position is, you know what, I'll just leave it in the bank until I feel really good about everything.